Hello to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. Today I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the USD versus Japanese yen first. So as I spoke about this in the last couple of days, the strong selling pressure, everything started from this sell-off and this breakout of this consolidation to the downside, and we had basically 3, 4, 5, 6 down days in a row. Today we can see that markets reacted on a very important pivot based on a daily structure, and this is the area around 137, I will say 80 mark. So that's a very important pivot, and we might see the first up day after the 6 down days in a row. The hourly time frame looked like we had some divergence. Can also show you on the 4-hour time frame. So you see that momentum is decreasing, and that we also has developed some buying tail of the bottom. And seems like that there is a chance for the retest of the recent high on the hourly time frame. Let's say area around 138.85, 138.90. Maybe even area around 139.35, but seems like we might have the first update after 6 down days in a row. If we take a look like a 15-minute time frame, seems like the fresh money flow kicked in, and that there is a chance for a further rotation and further rally today. So pay attention. This is the key pivot, and probably the first. You can also see the daily is already building this tail. Probably the first up day we might have after 6 down days in a row. So intraday seems like there is a potential for the further rally, and that we might see the first up day after 6 down days. Speaking of the gold market, so we spoke about this breakout. Market is just into this cluster. So we have this cluster here, and market almost tested that area of 1965, 1970 mark. Yesterday was a very narrow day compared to the last. It was the narrowest day in this week, basically. And today there was a sellers kicked in from this tail around 1963, 1964 mark. If we take a look at the hourly time frame, we have more like a consolidation. So let's put just levels here. So we have, I will say this is the support area here. And if the market can trade below 1950, right, then probably it can open the door for lower prices towards the 1940 or even 1934. But this whole area like a support, and we have also resistance developed around 1963. And market is right near this support cluster. So either we will have some reaction back to the resistance, or maybe attempt to break out this support cluster and open the door for the lower prices towards 1940. Speaking of the crude oil, so what we have here is that market also in a strong upside environment in the last 10 days. The breakout, we still didn't see the first down day actually on the crude oil after the breakout. So market actually reached the first objective based on the daily structure around 77 mark, but already have a 3 updates in a row. Hourly, it seems like also like a normal classical pullback, what we're seeing now. In case of the market can continue higher, and so the next major pivot level is set around 17.9 mark. If we can see some rotation down, area around 76 can be the downside objective, or around a 75.50 mark can be the downside objective for today. So far, I don't see any major sign of reversal or so, but might be some continuation move as well towards the 79 mark. And speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, what we have there is there was an attempt for the market to break. Actually, price did break this resistance cluster, but it actually didn't close above So it's kind of still now trying to react into the downside. It kind of still potential test reject here, and market just extended this range a little bit, but still we want to see the breakout and hold above this 31,500 mark. So far, market just traded up, close of the high, and we can see some reaction from sellers around this stage. So this might be also some rotation back to 30,800 mark, or maybe even support here around 30,000 mark. That'll be all for this update. I hope that you did enjoy, guys. Trade safe as always, and speak to you from next week from Monday.